Welcome to Demystify Magic with Molly and Madison.
I'm Molly, a former skeptic turned full-time energy healer and teacher.
And I'm Madison, a born and raised witch running my family's crystal shop.
And we're here to explore all things woo through the lens of both science and spirituality so that you can find the moments of magic in your everyday life and create an intentional spiritual practice.
So if that's what you're into, find a cozy spot, take a deep breath, and let's demystify some magic.
Howdy doody, potty po friends.
Yep.
That was a weird start.
That was an intro.
It was an intro and it will be the intro.
Let's stick with it.
Yeah. Hi, friends. We are back with part 2 of our Winter Solstice episode. I'm very excited. This is an experiential episode. So Madison's going to be doing a tarot reading for the collective, and I will be guiding a meditation. So this might be a good episode for you to, have in your back pocket when you need to relax a little bit, wind down for the day. You could also listen to it while you're washing the dishes and just meditate while you do that. That's fine too.
Yeah. Maybe just don't listen to this one while you're driving to work.
Yeah. Or keep your eyes open during the meditation.
Eyes on the road, 10 and 2, everybody.
But first, Madison, what was your magic moment of the week?
My magic moment is my Bon Maman advent calendar.
Oh, the little jellies.
Yes. Okay. So I love an advent calendar. It's like the magic moment of my year. I always forget to buy myself one. I remember it on December 2nd every year. So one of my Christmas presents this year was the Bon Maman. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. It's French. I famously am not French, so I'm doing my best. But it's 23 little jellies, tiny perfect spell jar size little jellies, and one specialty honey. And it is the highlight of my morning. I make a little English muffin. I have a little surprise jelly. All of them have been really good. And I have surprise magic moment breakfast. It's really great. And it's just so simple. And I'm not a breakfast person. And it always sets me off on the wrong foot. I am on ADHD medication that makes me not very hungry. And it is a constant struggle in my life. And so to have a little surprise in the morning, this is how I'm hacking my ADHD, is to have a little surprise in the morning, and that's my breakfast. And I think I'll be carrying this with me. I think I should just buy advent calendars.
Yeah, why not?
I should just buy 12 advent calendars that are connected to a breakfast food.
Yeah. They're going to be on sale soon.
And then cycle them through the year. You're so right. Okay. I'm going to compile.
If you have any recommendations, please slide into our DMs.
Yes, for something that I can turn into a meal.
Maybe a tea advent calendar, or there's coffee ones.
I did see a TikTok of this is how I realized that I wanted this advent calendar so bad, is I saw a TikTok of this woman and her husband who every year they get the Bon Maman and they get a tea advent calendar.
Cute.
And every morning they sit and they split an English muffin and they each have half. And then they have the tea.
That's cute.
And it's their breakfast every morning in December. And I did shed one little tear about it. And then I said, I will be doing that.
And then you can make a spell jar. You can make different spell
Exactly.
jars.
Maybe I should just get 12 Bon Maman.
Why not?
That's it.
Why
That's
not?
An investment.
They're going to be on sale in a couple weeks.
I think they sell out every year, regardless. Anyways, I'll investigate.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll keep you all updated. But that's so many spell jars.
I know.
All right. What was your magic moment this week?
Okay. I have a very silly magic moment, but it feels really good. So we're recording this on December 4th, just for reference. I realized last night I'm really into the audiobooks right now. Okay. Like, I know we talked about this the other day on the pod, the other week, whatever, about how Spotify has audiobooks. It's changed my life. And now I can't stop listening to audiobooks, but I'm not someone who can just sit down and listen to an audiobook. I need to be doing something with my hands, and I can't be doing something with my brain. So last night I decided wrapping all of my Christmas presents would be the best choice.
Such a good idea.
I know. I realized I'm done Christmas shopping. It's December 4th. I'm done shopping. I'm also done wrapping.
Oh my God.
I don't know how it happened.
You are a force.
I know. I really went ham on the Black Friday deals. And I just, I have no words. But that feels like a magical moment because now I just get to coast for the rest of the month while everyone is just frazzled.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited about it.
You get to watch the rest of the holiday season from your high horse.
I truly do. I truly do.
There's nothing quite like that feeling.
I know. Now I'm just buying for me.
Oh, you're stressed about your gifts? Love that. And that's the best part. I'm also pretty ahead on my Christmas shopping. I just like sat down one day and was like, okay, here's my list. This is also hacking my ADHD, is like when the spirit moves me, I let it ride.
Yeah.
And so when I think of a good idea for one person's gift, then I've like got everybody's and it's perfect.
Same.
I only have a few other people that I need to like actually go somewhere and pick something up that I've got to grab for. This is also like the first year that my family's allowing me to buy them Christmas presents. Well, I guess this is the first year I didn't ask. I have such a family of like people who just buy what they need.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst. I have a husband like that.
And so all of my family members will be like, please don't get, like, I just don't need anything. Yeah. You are just adding clutter to my life.
Yeah.
If you get gifts. So we're like a low gift kind of family. Like we're very chill in the Christmas department. But I didn't ask this year. I just had an idea and I executed the idea. And if they don't like it, they can suck it.
Suck it.
And it's fun. It's fun to buy gifts for people.
It's fun. Gift giving is one of my love languages. So
yeah, you're really good at it too.
Thank
so
you.
I'm excited.
Thank you very much.
I feel like we're in the season of magic moments.
We are. We totally are. Also, something I realized as we're sitting here talking. So we just recorded part 1 literally 5 minutes ago. And I'm realizing now we never said the date of the winter solstice. So
oh my God.
We'll definitely have Lily put it in the show notes. But in case you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know when the solstice is, it's 2 days from when you're listening to this, if you're listening to it live. This episode will come out on the 19th of December. The winter solstice is the 21st of December. So right around the corner. So that being said, now that we have the date out of the way, Madison, you want to dive into the reading?
Yeah. So the message was strong this time around. I like started to receive before I even started shuffling, which is pretty rare for me. I think like the act of shuffling cards is really a signifier. It's like almost become a, I don't know the right word for it.
It's where you connect.
Yes. It's like where it's the opening of the door.
Yeah.
Is when I start shuffling. And immediately before I even started shuffling, the message came through, there is warmth coming. It was very specific, and it felt very much like a reminder of, especially as I know the holiday season can be really lonely for a lot of people. And it felt very much like a message for people who are grieving through this season. There is warmth, and it exists in the world, and it is coming to you. And so if you need to hear that, I don't know who it's for, but that was what came through almost immediately. Then I started pulling, and we'll post the cards that I pulled on our Instagram. It should be up there by now at Demystify Magic if you're listening to this. But I pulled the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and Temperance. And really what, like immediately, all I could hear was, it's okay to sit down. This is a time of year when so much is asked of you, you know, and it's, if you listen to our last episode, Molly talks a lot about being in line with this season. And I've really been sitting and thinking with what the holiday season has kind of turned into in like a capitalistic way is so misaligned with what energetically is happening this time of year.
Yeah.
And, you know, we said it in the last episode, but really like rest is a radical act right now. I want to repeat that because it feels really important right now. It is okay to defy expectations. It is okay to disappoint someone if it's missing a holiday party. You know, there's going to be 100 of them this year. It's okay to say no. It's okay to sit down. There's a real like lack of balance that was coming through that feels like it's stemming from a lack of self-belief. And, you know, this idea that you have to do and do and do, it's like having something to prove, you know, it's almost like a performance. This like creation and this productivity came through a lot, is like productivity as a performance and having to prove to those around you that you can do it all and you are doing it all and that everything's okay because you're still doing what you need to do.
It's so interesting as you say that, because I'm thinking about the last time I had, you know, I was in my 9 to 5, and right around this time of year was the time where I was kind of finished my work early, but I would just sit at my desk and look busy because, you know, even though I had like flexible hours, it was like, oh, you're going to leave early, you know, like, so it's sort of like this, I have to look busy. I have to look productive. And then I don't know, like something about that just feels so gross. Like I'm just reflecting on that. I haven't done that in a while because like, you know, my dogs don't care if I sit at my desk all day. But
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know. It just always made me feel like if I had energy when I was done with my work, it would just deflate before I left because I was just sitting there like using that energy to look productive as opposed to allowing myself to rest, allowing myself to like take the afternoon off or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's like an experience that I see a lot of people having in corporate jobs, where half of your job is looking like you're doing your job because there's this expectation and this idea of what working hard looks like.
Yeah.
And it's doing everything in this very specific 40-hour window. And I know that it's a luxury for a lot of us to not have to participate in that, but just know that it's okay to be misunderstood and to have people like what people think of you is none of your business is, you know, my constant motto. It's something that you can hold on to this time of year of if you have the opportunity to rest, taking it is not a failure. You know, it's not a moral choice in either direction. That's something that we've actually also been experiencing at the store of like, especially as we're in such a period of growth with like opening Spellcrafter and all those things, we've taken this little bit of a step back in our workshops at Hedgewitch, and that surprised a lot of people. And that being said, like we still have a largely full calendar. Like we just didn't do our most popular workshop this month, our spell candle workshop. And it was like very surprising to a lot of people because of course it's like the perfect time to do it. It's a perfect holiday season workshop. And we've had to be honest and say like, we need a minute, like we need a break, you know?
Yeah.
And that's hard to do because there is an expectation this time of year, especially in that kind of retail setting, that it's go time. It is do as much as you can do as quickly as you can do it and produce, perform. And a lot of times that feels really good. You know, that's a part of the holiday season that's really fun, but it's only fun when you're an active participant who is choosing to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And like being careful that like if we do that go mentality now, be careful you don't start off the new year burnt out. Because I see that from a lot of people where it's like you think the new year is this fresh start energetically. It's not. We'll talk about that at the spring equinox. But we have this mentality that as soon as the calendar turns over, my whole life is going to turn over. But then we're like, why don't I have the motivation? And it's because just like we talked about last week, that kidney energy, that willpower, that ambition that goes down when we're out of alignment with the season, when we're not resting, then that's why we start off feeling like, ugh, at the start of the year.
And I love that you brought up the new year because this is also as the year kind of begins to wind down, it's a really great period of reflection. And I think that's an important piece to the allowing yourself to rest. Like this can often feel like a time of, oh, I have to accomplish, like this is my last chance to accomplish XYZ in 2023, you know? And really give yourself the opportunity to look back and reflect on this past year and see what you have done because there is so much. It's okay to feel a moment of gratitude for that. It's okay to feel accomplishment for that. It's okay to feel proud of what you've done without the need to do more, you know?
Yes.
That feels like a really, really important part to giving yourself permission. You're not going to be able to if you don't let go of what you feel you haven't done. And the only way to let go of that is to look on what you have and to see yourself with clear eyes. And so then I kept pulling. I asked, you know, I'll let whatever comes out come out. Write down what I'm thinking, what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, what comes through. And then give like a one last chance, like a speak now or forever hold your peace of what needs to come out. And I pulled the Two of Cups, which is very traditionally like a pretty romantic card. But what came through is this idea of connection. If you look at the imagery of the Two of Cups, it's these two people looking at each other. And you can almost feel like the understanding and the love and the connection between these two people. I like actually got emotional looking at this card when I was doing this reading. And that's what feels to be the important part of it. It's not so much... When I say what I'm about to say, I don't want you to think about it through the lens of like relying on a romantic partner. Really, the other side of this is your support system, no matter how you have it, the relationships, the people who are closest to you. I wrote, allow yourself to be seen. This is often a card of romantic love, but in this context, it really feels like a call out in all of our relationships to be courageous enough to be vulnerable. That's how you can allow yourself to rest, because that trust in others stems from that vulnerability. Being able to rely on other people.
Yes.
You can't do that unless you allow them to see you. You have to give them the opportunity to be trustworthy. Mm-hmm. And this is where I can often fall short.
Yeah.
Is I put on this front, like what I was seeing in those other 3 cards, what I was saying before, that need to perform, to look like I'm doing a lot, to look like I'm really busy, to look like I'm really productive, that leaches into my relationships as well.
Yeah.
You know, I need my friends to know that I work really hard. I need my partner to know that I work really hard. I need my mom to know that I work really hard.
We know, bestie. We know. But I also feel like this card is talking about, like, I almost feel like sometimes we have this streak of needing to do more because we have a fear of almost like falling back and trusting others, like trusting that other people have our backs.
Yes, that is 100% what kept coming through, is like trusting and relying on others enough to share the burden.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in this weird way, as we are giving to others, it becomes a really solitary experience. Even like in the idea of gift giving, right? Like you have to think of the best, most thoughtful gift, and it has to be really sentimental, but it also has to be something practical that they'll use. Yeah. And it has to be perfect, and you only have this one chance. And it becomes like this really inward, lonely thing of like, am I a bad friend? Am I a bad daughter? Am I a bad parent? Am I a bad partner because I can't think of this perfect thing to get this person?
Yeah.
Even that feels like a part of this really lonely experience.
Yeah. And I think so much of the winter season, if we talk about like that energy of yin that we talked about last week, it's the energy of receptivity. And just think for a second, if you've ever had an experience where around this time of year, you go meet a friend for coffee and they give you a gift and you don't have one for them, the immediate guilt that you feel, you can't even receive that gift. And I feel like that's, you know, how we do anything is how we do everything. So I feel like that's also our approach to rest, is even when we are given it, we refuse to receive it without shame. And it feels like this reading and this time of year is this opportunity to reprogram that, to just allow yourself to receive, whether it's a gift, whether it's rest, whether it's support, whether it's love. Allow yourself to receive, soak that in, and release that shame around it.
Yes, 100%. The value of the connection. That's the important thing to hold on to in this season.
Yeah. And a reminder that like when you're on the other side of that scenario and you give a gift and you don't get one in return, most of the time you don't care. You just want to give the gift. You want to see their reaction. You want them to enjoy it. So just recognize that like you receiving that gift and really enjoying it is a gift to the other person themselves.
I love that. That was a really good call out.
Thanks.
So if that resonated in any way, if that felt good, please let me know. I got some really good feedback last time we did this for the autumn equinox, and it's been really interesting pulling collective readings as our community has grown. You know, we have a way larger audience than we did when I pulled cards last, and so I can't wait to see who and how people receive this reading. So slide into my DMs. This is my favorite thing to talk about. This is my favorite thing to do. Doing readings is such a joy. So let me know what you thought.
I keep bullying Madison to do readings publicly again, and she's nervous about it. So if you want to hype her up so that she does this.
It's funny. I was actually talking about that yesterday, about how it's something that I really, really want to do in 2024.
There you go. Get on the wait list.
Spellcrafter will have a reader room that I'm ready.
I love it.
I want to get started. I want to do it. All right. Now it's Bestie's turn.
Bestie's turn.
This is my favorite part because for those of you who might be new here, Molly pretty much exclusively channels these meditations. And it is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Full stop. It is so fucking cool. So get comfy, settle in. Let's do it.
Yeah. This is going to be more of an active meditation. I just felt really called as you were talking to guide a meditation that would be helpful to those of you listening who are struggling to get into the mode of rest and receiving, or those of you who feel like you are swept up in the busy. So my invitation to you is to stop what you're doing for the next 8 minutes and just allow yourself to receive this gift of rest. Okay? Get comfy, sit down, lie down, whatever you want to do. And just take a couple of deep breaths. As you breathe, let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Feel the support underneath your body. And without stressing your muscles out, squeeze the muscles in your face, only like half your strength. So purse the lips, scrunch the nose, squeeze the eyes, almost like you just ate a lemon. You're trying to squeeze the smallest face you can make. Feel that tension start to build. Take a breath in and feel it. And with your exhale, release it fully and all at once. Let the face relax, the eyebrows, the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, the tongue. And then bring your awareness to your shoulders and gently squeeze the shoulders up towards your ears. Feel the muscles in your neck and your upper back get tight. Feel the energy start to build in this space. Take a breath in to feel it. And with your exhale, let it go. Let the shoulders drop. Maybe you swallow a few times to loosen up the throat. And now start to tense the muscles down the left arm. So squeezing the bicep, the forearm. You can make a gentle fist with the fingers or spread the fingers wide. You might even feel a gentle shake in the left arm and hand. Feel that tension build. Take a breath in. And release with your exhale. Feel the arm get heavy from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips. And just notice the difference between the left and right side here. Does one side feel more awake? Does one side feel more soft? Does one side feel more heavy? And now squeeze the muscles in the right arm in the same way. Bicep, lower arm, hands in a fist or spread the fingers wide. Feel all the muscles in your right arm wake up. Take a breath in to feel it. And a breath out to let it go. Feel that softness from the shoulders all the way down to the fingertips. And feel that left and right side again. Notice if you feel more similarities now. Now, keeping your breath flowing freely, squeeze the muscles in your chest, your back, and your abdomen, almost like you were bracing for someone to tackle you in football or whatever. Feel that bracing through the torso. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, soften through the whole center of your body. Let the abdomen relax. The chest soften. Feel that tension release from the whole upper body. Now tense the muscles in the left leg, squeeze the glutes, the thigh, curl the toes back towards your shins, spread them wide. Feel the whole left leg wake up. All the muscles activating here, keeping the rest of the body soft. Take a breath in and feel it. And with your exhale, let it go. Feel the support underneath your hip, your leg, your feet. And then do the same thing on the right side now, from the glute to the leg, all the way down. Curl the toes back towards the shins, spread them wide. Feel that whole right leg wake up. Take a breath in and let it go. Feel that support beneath your hip, your leg, your foot. And now just notice the whole body from head to toe. Noticing any relaxation in the whole body. Bring your awareness to your feet, wherever they make connection with the floor or the support underneath you. And just feel this connection for a few moments. Anytime we bring our awareness down into the feet, we're grounding our energy. And this time of year, we tend to be up in our head, thinking, planning, organizing. And so the invitation is to drop that energy back down through the body. And so for the next few moments, just bring your awareness to your feet. And if you notice your mind start thinking about something else, just wiggle your toes to bring yourself back. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And just take a moment and notice how you feel. Has anything changed in your body, your mind, your energy, your heart, your emotions since you first sat down? And perhaps you stack your hands over your heart space. And as you connect with this space, maybe you offer yourself this affirmation. If it feels right, you can repeat after me. I deserve to be safe. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be at peace. And I deserve to create space for myself to rest. Take one more deep breath in and a full breath out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Would love to hear how you're feeling. Madison, how are you feeling?
I'm always at a loss for words when we do these. Immediately I'm like, oh, I'm like ready. I'm ready to do December.
Yeah.
You know, that's the feeling that comes to mind immediately of I feel capable. I love ending on I can feel safe.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Well, if you want to slide into my DMs, let me know how you're feeling. Would love to hear from you. And if you like this, you'll love the Winter Solstice Reiki ceremony we're going to be doing on the 21st. But if you can't join us live, there will be a replay. Think of this, but like a full hour of journaling, meditation, and Reiki for deep, deep, deep relaxation and to help you align with the winter season. And if you haven't already picked up a Winter Solstice candle from Madison's shop, that link and the link to the ceremony will be down in the show notes. Would love to see you there with your candles. I know mine will be burning the whole time.
Yes, and if you are listening to this when it comes out, you are right on the tail end. We will be putting them away and replacing them with our spring equinox candles come the new year.
Ooh.
So get them while you still can if they're still in stock.
Yes. Okay, friends, until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Demystify Magic with Molly and Madison. If you want to learn more about us, you can find all our links in the show notes.
We'd love to know what you think of today's episode, so drop us a review or give us a shout out on social media. And don't forget to let us know your magical moment of the week. Okay, love you. Bye.